please welcome Ambassador Liu to the stage with a round of applause.
Chairman Stephen Perry, Edward, Young Icebreakers, ladies and gentlemen, this evening we are gathered to celebrate the 6th anniversary of the founding of the Young Icebreakers. I wish to thank for your kindness inviting me to speak at the 5 of your anniversary celebrations. On behalf of the Chinese Embassy, I give you the warmest congratulations. The Young Icebreakers were launched 6 years ago to carry forward the spirit of the icebreakers and advance China-UK relations. Over the years, the Young Icebreakers has grown as a China-UK cooperation in various fields forges ahead. I can tell that today's gathering is really the grandest and the biggest since I got involved with the Young Icebreakers program. So I told Stephen that I'm very pleased to see that Young Icebreakers has grown from strength to strength, not only in terms of the number of the people, but also in terms of the quality of the work you have done. And now, in terms of China-UK relations, we have a more comprehensive, high-level dialogues. We have a deeper political mutual trust. There's a strong momentum of trade growth between our two countries, despite adversities of financial crisis. And through robust people-to-people dialogue and exchanges, the Chinese and the British are getting ever closer. I believe every one of you present tonight would agree with me that China-UK cooperation is getting stronger and our shared future is getting brighter. I think that we couldn't have come this far without your contributions, both as an individual and as a group. Edward has asked me to talk about the prospect of Chinese investment in Europe, particularly in the UK, for tonight's event. I think I would like to take liberty to expand the subject to a bigger picture by discussing investment in China, domestic and foreign, and the Chinese investment overseas. I believe this more complete picture will contribute to a better understanding of the subject Edward proposed. I have 3 key words for you to understand the role of investment in Chinese economy. When put together, they may sound quite familiar. They are less is more. 3 words. I'll come back to them one by one. First, investment's role in China's growth is modestly less than before. There are 3 main drivers of China's economy: export, investment, and consumption. Export ranked top in 1990s. Since 2002, investment has taken the lead. However, reliance on export and investment has led to growing issues with balance, coordination, and sustainability. In such context, the Chinese government has been working on transformation of the growth model. efforts are being made to generate more demand from within to spur growth of consumption and diversify and rebalance the drivers of China's economic growth. This means the role of investment is being tuned down. Be careful here, I'm talking about tuning down. Tuning down is not turning off. With improved structure, direction, and quality, investment will be a leaner but a meaner driver for the growth. In this year's budget, China plans to invest over 43.5 billion pounds in priority areas, which include affordable housing, agriculture, water conservancy, railroads in central and western part of China, energy conservation, environmental protection, and social security. The investment will in turn mobilize more resources in these fields. Now I come to the second key word, is China's appeal to foreign investment is on the steady rise. Some say Chinese investment environment is not like before. Some assume that since China is no longer capital-starved, it will not open further to foreign investment. I think this is not a true picture. It is clear that as China restructures its economy and the wage cost rise, labor-intensive industries are not as price competitive as before. This trend does show in foreign investment figures in that specific category. But paid-in foreign investment in 2013 still registered $117.6 billion and a 5.3% growth, which is above par in the global context. According to surveys among business chambers of foreign companies in China, over 90% of foreign businesses are making profits in China and prepared to invest even more. So the bigger picture of China's appeal to foreign investment hasn't changed. What is changing is the direction, structure, and the fields of investment. Coming to the top priorities now is the service sector, which include financial services, education, culture, health services, child care, old age care, architecture, accounting, auditing, logistics, and e-commerce. China will continue to improve its investment environment. This will be the focal point, an open and transparent legal system, efficient and enabling administration, a competitive market with a level playing field, and a better protection of lawful rights and interests, including IPR for foreign investors. I believe these measures will make China more appealing to foreign investors. But I also want to stress the point that all foreign businesses in China need to operate within the confines of the law. Otherwise, it has to face the full weight of the law, no matter where it comes. Now we come to the third key word, more. Is that Chinese investment overseas is picking up more speed. Consider these facts. China's outbound investment only started in late 1970s. Outbound investment was not very much a growth story for many years. By 2007, the cumulative Chinese investment overseas in non-financial sectors was only $73.3 billion. It certainly has been picking up speed since then. By last March, the figure grew to $545.6 billion. The figure in 2013 alone is more than the sum total between late 1970s and 2006. UK is an excellent example in this regard. China invested more in Britain in the last 2 years than it did in the previous 30 years. And there's an evolving pattern too. First, it is no longer only focused in London. SAIC has invested in R&D and assembly facilities in Birmingham. BECG is investing in Manchester Airport development. Second, it is spreading to even more sectors. Chinese companies are investing in motor industries, financial services, infrastructure, real estate, R&D, food processing, high-end services, culture, and creative industries. Third, private business is playing a bigger role. Huawei, one of your key sponsors, the only sponsor for today's event, is adding to its investment in the UK. I would say, I always say Prime Minister Cameron can remember a few names of Chinese companies, and Huawei is the only one he can pronounce very correctly. So that shows how much impression Huawei had made, on him. And Dalian Wanda is developing a 5-star hotel here in London. When the chairman, Wang Jianlin, came to see me, he said he just bought land, he wants to build the best hotel in London. I tried to caution him. I said, first of all, you have to know what is the best hotel in London before you plan to build it. He said, I know how to do it. I'm sure he will deliver that. Sunpower has recently acquired the House of Fraser. All of these companies are in the private sector. Young Icebreakers, ladies and gentlemen, changes in Chinese investment is a microcosm of China's reform and opening up. It evolves as China works hard to catch up and integrate with the world economy. China will not pause or stop. China will continue to renew itself on its quest of 2 centenary goals and the China dream, as well as growth and prosperity around the world. Today, the breadth and depth of China-UK cooperation is greater than ever. There's a golden opportunity to carry China-UK relations even further. As a foundation, we must build up mutual understanding between our two peoples. It is my genuine hope that the Young Icebreakers can carry forward the ambition and the enthusiasm of those before you. I urge you to grasp these opportunities and materialize the huge potential of China-UK cooperation. The stage is set. Time and momentum is on your side. Only the sky is limited.